Obi is not doing anything. He doesn't kick, he doesn't bring players to the team, he doesn't decide anything.
But 10 years later, yeah, we discussed it. Yeah, I was part of that conversation. What's up, guys? This is FaZe Clan. Welcome to Yappy Hour around the oval table. I have some questions here that we're gonna go through. The first question we have here is thought about retirement and what career path would be next?
Holy shit, Phil. Think about being an analyst.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I could just watch demons at home.
Oh shit.
About the Falcons. BOROS situation.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
If I'm not qualifying to the major, it's not because we're changing a fucking mouse. I swear to God.
Oh my God. So this is, you guys all know about this situation.
I cannot accept it.
Does FaZe ever have situations like this? How would have this team handled this situation?
I mean, I see mouse changes here and there, mouse pad changes.
I cannot focus. If I see a guy changing mouse, I cannot focus. I cannot aim.
I can't aim, bro.
I cannot aim,
bro. But I think it all started with the pressure they put themselves on before coming to the tournament. I mean, it's just too heavy to handle, and they get tilted over stuff like that. Like
I think it's just like you're picking out stuff that is like probably not even gonna affect the stuff.
Trying to find excuses.
Focus on yourself.
It's just excuses.
Yeah.
It's nothing serious.
It's a bunch of yapping and
it's just a game.
Just focus on playing, like focus on shooting,
It's just a game.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you're feeling good, then it shouldn't be an issue. But
there's a reason why somebody changes, because they maybe don't feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
But then, okay, let's say you change because you don't feel good, but then everyone around you makes you feel like, why the f***?
Makes you feel worse.
Okay, what am I supposed to do? I didn't feel bad. Like I felt bad before. Now I'm gonna feel it. Okay, now I feel so bad.
That's true.
Yeah, rough situation.
Yeah, it's kind of
pretty rough for the young kid.
No,
First top team he plays.
Pray for BOROS.
Change mouse.
Pray for BOROS. They were just waiting for the game to finish, probably.
We had those situations, no? Turned out into some jokes.
That's true.
You're smiling.
I'm just smiling.
Bro.
It actually did, right?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, but that's
it
not
stopped working mid-event.
It's not his fault.
Happens when you smash your mouse.
It's not his fault.
No, I smashed my
You are a
mouse.
very angry player.
Oh yeah, I smashed that all the time.
Don't smash it when
I see you. You're so angry all the time. The practice room.
Did you hear what Broky said? Don't smash when I'm playing.
If you weren't playing CS, what job would you most likely have? Or what job would you like to have?
Oil.
Oil rig.
I know, he's oil.
Oil.
He likes traveling.
The Norwegians, oil.
Yeah, that's
oil,
it.
not just oil.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
And he has even oil in his body.
Yeah.
Have oil.
There's a lot of oil here too.
China?
Yeah.
Really? Investments? Really?
That's why I'm gas, yeah.
If I could choose, I would be a beat producer.
A beat producer. Like Jay Dilla.
Like Metro Drummond.
Okay,
DJ
I have as well now.
DJ Davidko.
I'll be a porn star.
Oh, you'd be very good.
You and Latvians, bro. What's up with you guys?
Yeah.
You look like, what's that guy? What's that guy?
Tag them with your kinder,
What's that guy? What's that guy?
Johnny Sins?
Johnny Sins. You look like Johnny Sins right now.
Yeah, but a little more kiwi.
A little more Kiwi.
Okay.
You have a little...
Johnny Sins finally played the game, bro.
Yeah.
He's a gamer now.
Yeah. Let's come up with a job for that Robin would be good at. Then.
No thanks.
He would be...
You'll be a stockbroker.
You've been an accountant.
Yeah, no. It has to be something like...
Dark of Wall Street.
Tech. Something.
IT.
No, I hate that.
Yeah.
You'll be a villain, bro.
Rob the other guys.
Game developer.
Yeah, developer.
Game developer.
Go
Worked in Valve.
He just doesn't want to.
The game will be perfect.
No, he already does. That's his second job.
He doesn't want to leak it.
How do you think TOs should handle crashes during matches? What would be your solution?
The rules are already set, so I don't see a problem.
Buy a new PC.
Mid-match?
Yeah. I thought you said the whole game. It's not fair.
I don't think that's a solution until you find a solution where you can actually roll back to the round.
Valve's problem.
The Valve needs to fix it,
Yeah.
For example, the chain round, right? You would have to have it replayed at the exact moment for it to...
I don't know how that's impossible with grenades
It's really
flying.
happening in CSGO. I mean, if it was 1.6, it would not have happened either.
Yeah,
Yeah, but 1.6.
game
People just kicked each other's PCs on the table, no?
It's still better than it used to be.
Yeah, doing
I could definitely
Robert
see
told me a
Robert-
story
I could
against
definitely see
a
Robert
team I
doing-
can't mention here.
It seems like
But,
a CS team would kick a.
You are on the right path.
Bro, I remember this.
Yeah, we don't say the
Yeah, you
name
were
here.
talking about it?
But
Lord
wait, hold on.
Voldemort.
Like like you know when there's a soccer match going on and a fan runs into the middle of the field
And they
mid-match?
stopped. They stopped the match.
They stop the match.
Yeah, but
But you think so? You can't do that.
But they are not starting exactly point where they stop the game.
Yeah, yeah. I see.
That's
So
the
what do
thing.
they do?
I mean,
They
They just restart.
yeah, but
and start the ball where it was last.
Yeah,
Make the ball where possessed it.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, but
Bro.
if they're in attacking position, you can't
Yeah.
just stop them like this,
Yeah.
and then they have to
Three,
start
two,
running.
one, shoot.
No, my crosshair was on his head. Like,
Why do we go that frame? This next frame I'm shooting at him.
I mean, in Dota they can pause mid-game.
Yeah, but in league as well. But
But you cannot, because in CS it's not gonna work.
yeah.
Imagine a firefight
I mean-
and then you pause time.
They used to.
in 1.6 there was.
They was like,
CS:GO.
you like this?
CS:GO.
It's like,
CS:GO.
the game pass.
Yeah.
You can do it them both. You remember the clip with Forest? In
but how is gonna respawn?
there's a clip of
That's
Forest
have to-
being paused on YouTube. The game is paused, unpaused instant one set. Forest has
Yeah.
that. Yeah. It happened in 1.6.
Bro, in 1.6 it was worse with the rules.
Yeah, you just
We had a tournament, we were like mid-game, losing a lot, almost close to lose the game, and the enemies did the flashback on nuke. We didn't even affect anything. We were echoing outside and everybody got flashbanged. And they lost all the, like, we won the game basically. that was nice rules, bro.
Yeah.
good play by them. Good play by them.
Asian tournament. And so now it's fine, kind of.
Yeah, I think
Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You
It's
cannot.
technical issue, no?
Yeah.
It's not like.
I crashed 2 times in the major, but it happened after I died already. Like literally after I died, I
That's
crashed.
good. Yeah. At least it was
But
unaffecting the game.
Well,
You
it's
you
still
crushed
alive.
mid-
Yeah, they should. I would have won that round for sure.
You seen it? You seen it?
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah.
Oh, is this the?
He's gonna get up and he's gonna get one tap. Boom.
So
I haven't
Fast
seen-
reaction.
Yeah.
Are you guys happy, or do you feel caught in the hamster wheel of CS grinding sometimes?
Holy shit, that's a deep question, bro.
That is a deep question.
That's a deep fuck.
Bro,
I think
I
when you have
even-
that many tournaments, it's rough sometimes
Yeah.
to kind of enjoy where you are in like Korea and stuff like that.
With a schedule like this,
Yeah.
you know, we just got back from a 3-week trip, then 4 days home,
Yeah.
and I could feel like, you know, not everyone is happy. I mean, if there's anyone happy traveling again, could use a break a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of intense in terms of like.
But also because we go deep every tournament, because sometimes if you don't go playoff, you're home 5 days earlier, 4 days earlier before other teams, and you kind of get re-energized
time to
for
rest.
the next. Yeah,
Exactly.
winning
Can
makes
be
it
a
little
burden. Can be a burden if you're doing good, huh?
And especially if you don't win in the end, it's like
Oh, yeah, it's double depression.
That's like
Oh my god.
that's the thing, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's too much right now, but we need to figure out for next year for sure.
We just started losing a little bit.
Well,
Unlucky! Practice in 1 week? That sounds great, guys. Let's come back with energy.
was the schedule like this like 3 years ago or 4 years ago?
Before there was partner leagues, it was very. In 2017-16, it was.
Bro,
Yeah,
the
but
worst-
also
the
before
worst year
2018.
ever had.
Before we
when
said.
we played still in VP, we had like
Yeah.
half a year on
I had-
trips.
I think there was
No,
1
no,
year.
no, no.
One year had 220 to 230 travel days.
Yeah.
That I had still in mouse first year.
Might be, but we also had to grind because we didn't have any
Yeah.
invites. So, like when you were top 20, outside top 20 back there, you needed
was-
to play all
It
events
was
to
plus
get
200
back in.
plus 200 days.
But
I'm
it
not
also
like
feels like every tournament has like an extra day of nothing, basically, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they add extra days in case.
But only the big tournament now has it, no? It's only
Yeah,
Columbus,
also
Cologne,
blast
maybe.
groups is a little bit buggy
Yeah,
as well.
that's bugging out.
Sure.
5 days
Playing.
of doing nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
playing
know.
3 days, but you're at 12 days.
Watch other teams play. Like, shit like that.
Yeah, shame, blast.
Shame on you, Blast.
Ruining
Dude,
our
they're,
fucking
they're,
lives.
they're totally gonna take that out.
I enjoyed 2018 and 2017. I think it wasn't so professional back then. It was more laid back. You had more freedom. Could go with the flow.
Looking
I mean,
forward
it's
to the
less
next year,
travel
guys.
now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, dude.
Guys,
Next
looking
year,
forward to the next year.
it's gonna be.
Well,
If
next
you're-
year we
if you-
pick and choose.
Yeah. Next year you can choose.
Why are you staring at me when you say that?
We pick it.
We pick and choose, right?
we pick and lose for a second.
Who do you guys think will replace Karrigan as an IGL in the future, and why?
Okay, I'm ready to listen here, boys.
It's going to be me.
They retire me quick.
Yeah, they are preparing the video. I told you last time. They're making me retire.
Someone is up to
They
something.
tired of it, bro.
Wait, no, okay.
We're not gonna answer
Fuck
the
that
question.
question. Who do you think is gonna replace me?
No one.
No.
Come on. You can think of-
Robban.
Yeah, that would be perfect actually.
He's also good at some certain areas.
Yeah, he's professional, 100%. He's skilled on everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
In the test everything.
Everything. This one is for Broky.
Who's gonna replace you?
When you were brought to FaZe, you were a rifler, but going into 2020, you took op from Olaf. Did you try to design your game towards the game of JW, or is that something you just that just happened naturally?
I think we took the off from you, no? What? Weren't you open when we picked you up?
I hope we don't even know who scouted to the team.
Oh, you're like, who the fuck is Broky?
He's good in that
I
field.
showed the brothers one day, son, and his kid was there.
Is it over? No? Huh?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Didn't Nico bring you onto the team?
We all discussed it.
Yeah, Hobie is not doing anything. He doesn't kick, he doesn't bring players to the team, he doesn't decide anything.
But then it's 10 years.
Yeah, but 10 years later, yeah, we discussed it. Yeah, I was part of that conversation.
I want to read Hobie's book when he releases that at some point. What really happened in FaZe?
Who pulled
The
this
mastermind behind the strings.
So I guess so how did the transition happen then from being a rifler to a
Yeah, bro.
opper?
Tell us more.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear this actually.
But I swear to God, you were opera at that field, bro.
I mean, I played everything. I'm fucking hybrid.
That's true. I mean, you still kind of play everything, so.
I mean, that's how the game works. You have to play everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just watched everyone play the game and play myself, and that's how I became upper.
Nice.
It's not
What
a
about
secret.
JW? Did you
Yeah.
watch him?
Yeah,
Watch him.
is he your inspiration?
I
Big
mean,
fan.
I didn't. I just watched every game, but I didn't watch specific upper. I didn't take any stuff.
You got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a. You're
The
like
one you didn't
you're like a
watch,
sponge.
the only one you didn't watch was Hobie, no? Because he never played up.
I watched the kills they had.
But JW,
Yeah, it's like
It's not many to
200%.
watch.
I have a very high hit rate.
Yeah.
My accuracy is
Last
actually
season you had one shot, one kill.
Yeah, 100%.
Last year I had 4 op shots, 3 of them were kill.
That's
75%.
impressive,
I
bro.
mean, this year, I can tell every time I saw you with Op, you didn't miss.
I don't think I've had an op.
You had it. That was also my point.
Hobie will remember
Dude,
if you had
actually,
an
I
open
think
for
there
sure.
was one
There
time
was
you
one
had
time
an
you had a
op,
kill.
No, last year.
Or even in
Not
practice.
this year. No chance. This year he'll be full hype.
No, I think it was like for like end of round he was saving up. I think he held it.
Hobie
Yeah,
never
yeah.
said. Save in my hands.
The question is, each of your dream team players from any year but in their prime.
HP.
Okay.
You like that one?
I like that one. Yeah?
You don't know. People don't know who it
You
is.
don't know who it is. So,
You know what he's doing now?
It was like
He's
what?
a rocket scientist, bro.
Holy shit. That's
true.
crazy.
I mean, he's secondary caller then.
It's like
That's true.
Behind Robin, do you know what he does right now?
Okay, let's let's take DSM for all.
I take Neo's ideal, Robin out.
Oh.
how can you kick Robin?
Yeah, he did. He
Yes,
wants him on a coach.
I
He
need a
wants him on a
different,
coach.
different leader. I didn't take
So
Neo
Philip,
as
you're gonna be a leader. You're gonna have Patrick next
He
year.
also kicked you in 2018.
Exactly, bro. Let's not put in rain in that team, though.
Huh? I would prefer it for Ensfrey, bro.
Pasha.
Papito. Oh, we have open.
Yeah, okay.
Pasha can be hybrid, no?
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Why did you guys pick Ancient over Nuke?
Jesus Christ.
That's a question.
That's
So someone wants all the answers from the top.
Why?
Why?
Why you pick Overpass?
Yeah, true.
Works with that.
Oh damn! This
Dude, bro.
table was so
Show me
clean.
your
No,
hands,
I
you
think it's
dirty
from
boy.
here. No, it's because I put
We
it
are
like
very
this.
dirty
You
hands.
dirty
No,
man.
it's-
That's it. It's like sweat.
No, I had him like this. And it's just. You
Damn,
can't
you
see.
guys have dirty ass hands.
Yeah,
Put
okay.
your dick on it.
That was their worst map.
Yeah.
Yeah, was there? Yeah,
It was a
was-
good pick.
20% win rate.
Yeah.
Maybe we.
yeah. Look at the stats before you ask the question next time. What was your last dream last night? And do you often have dreams about playing CS?
Well, what if I didn't have a dream?
I dreamt about
Yeah, I
Inferno
didn't
pistol round in the major final.
What if I didn't
I
sleep?
dreamt the same round 5 nights in a row.
Seriously?
What?
Yes.
Which pistol?
Why?
Inferno T-pistol.
What happened? I can't remember.
Bro, he's stuck in the back rooms.
No, I don't know. I remember my POV. I watched my POV every night, 5 nights in a row. I don't know.
Wait,
what.
wait.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you explain what happened?
What's the? Do you
Yeah,
remember
walk
When
us
they were
through
in
the
apps.
Huh?
When they were in apps, you know? Yeah, I go smoke it. I dink the guy in apps. I go back, we kill the boiler guy. And then I go back and forth and then I die from jail. And I replay that round in
Where was you at?
my head. Came along, March. Through the smoke.
I think you need therapy.
If you have 6 nights in a row, then
Right, dude.
Oh, it's been replaying my head the entire time.
Holy shit.
But now you say it out loud, so it's gonna disappear.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to talk
Now
about
that
it.
we all
Just-
know,
Now,
it's all
I
like
have more fears.
leaked
over it.
into our heads.
Yeah, we can
Now
analyze-
I'm gonna dream it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dream my.
We're all
POV
gonna
now.
dream it once and then
we just
we'll
analyze the
just-
pistol together.
Yeah.
Because with that round, things are different.
Yeah, bro. There was many rounds we could have won. That would have made the game different.
That's
You
true.
could have
That's
one
true.
more kill and
Yeah,
team
it's
maybe.
yeah.
It's only 9-4
Huh?
So now, then it's only 9.
If I had more, but I told you,
we fucking win the half, man. 100%.
if I had more banana space, bro, you would have more kills.
Same.
I talk in
Same.
sleep
I got the same. I don't really.
about CS when I'm at tournament. or something.
Really?
But I can't remember my dreams.
Like, what do you say?
Oh,
in your sleep?
Anya just told me I'm calling in sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My guys,
Not many people can call
Smoke
him
is
this
fading, stuff like that. It's like insane.
But
He's pushing smoke!
Right, and I'm like, to Anya, push it!
the question you never ask, Anya, is if you outcall them in that sleep.
Not true.
No, that's true. Am I yeah.
Did I do good?
Was it a good call?
Honestly, I never remember my dreams.
I remember them after I woke up, like directly after I woke up, but then it just goes blur.
You know what happens to me? Sometimes I remember my dream like way later.
Yes, like 3 days later.
Yeah.
I know.
And
I
it
have
feels
to
like
do
it's
sometimes, right?
happening.
Yeah.
I had this when I dream something, I think, but then I don't realize. Then I end the situation. I feel like I've been here before.
Yeah,
Yes,
right?
that happens a lot of
I hate
time.
that.
That
That's
happens
I hate
a
that
lot of
shit.
time, actually.
Then I'm like, what's it? Is this happening now, or is the other thing happening?
It's a simulation.
Am I
Yeah,
right?
dude. It's fucking crazy.
Deja vu, it's called?
Deja vu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
It is deja vu. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Voulez-vous?
Deja vu. Deja vu.
Deja vu.
Putain.
Vitality.
Putain.
I've got a few aces in my dreams.
Nice, dude. You've had a
Sometimes
few
you-
aces in real life, no?
You manifested them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it's deja vu.
The aces are more nice in the dreams.
More,
It's
more
like
crisp
frag movie?
headshots.
More deals.
Is it like
One goal and 5 headshots. Bam.
More crisp.
More crisp.
How much free time do you have in a day that you can spend on stuff not CS related?
At home or at the tournaments?
I must be at home.
Yeah, it must be at home. I mean, I feel like
Not
when you're
much
at
at
tournaments,
tournaments.
yeah.
Not much. to be honest. I mean,
I think it's very hard. Like
Yeah.
you have,
You only have player
No,
I
players.
I
have
remember-
time at home, no?
Yeah, but like a
it's
few days.
Huh?
It's like 1 to 3 days.
It's
Because
always
then you have to
depends if
practice.
you like if you come home from a tournament always that tired, but we've like sometimes we had like 2 or 3 weeks home. Then it's nice to do some different stuff like in weekends with the family, friends, or something, you know.
Yeah.
But
I do stuff during the days as well when we have practice. I can't just sit at home.
For sure.
Basically,
It's
you have 7 hours practice days normally. Like I would say 5 out of 7 days a week. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on travel. So there's something you do in the evening, right?
we met
But-
like we started at 11, right? That's
Yeah.
also key. Like start at 11 and end at what 6.
and you still have time later.
So it's like depends how you schedule it, right?
Yeah, like some people do some in the morning, some in the evening. right?
Depends when you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have time to do other stuff as well. But it's also like this is only team practice, right? If you want to be in a good shape in winter, then you put more hours into that. And if you do that every week, there's not much free time in the evening. If you put in 2-3 hours extra work every day, besides practice, then
At the end of
That's
the day, it's your responsibility how you schedule it.
Yeah.
You schedule it good, you have time to do whatever you want.
Whose responsibility is it to schedule?
Yours. Every single player.
Oh, yeah.
No,
It's
not
like,
yours.
what?
yeah.
It's like,
Where's my
man,
schedule?
my day. What else do I have to do?
Schedule my day.
where's my schedule? It is.
How do you get your mind off CS after a day of matches and reset for the next day's matches?
Gym.
Nice.
I mean, if it depends how the game goes. If you win,
Yeah. You don't need to reset, no?
Then you
Don't want to reset it.
then you maybe get a dessert.
You treat yourself a little.
With gym.
Yeah, gym.
That's not dessert.
Yeah, that's where it goes downhill, you know? Even if you win, you gotta go gym.
Yeah, but you can do both.
And have your dessert. You can have your cake.
And then my
And
protein.
gym it
Yeah,
too.
And still winning the game.
Gel liter or gelato.
What are the key mistakes to avoid before playing the big matches? And what mistakes do less experienced teams usually do?
Say that there's no pressure.
There is a fucking pressure.
There's just pressure every game.
Every game is pressure.
Yeah, I think one of the worst things you can do before big games are overthinking.
Yeah.
And it comes like if you
Do nothing.
that's what I sometimes I hate playing like at 8 in the evening because like you do something during the day that you always do, like go for a walk or something, do something else than not about the game, because like it's very hard not to. Sometimes when you have like 6-7 hours before a game, you just start thinking is this the right V2, is this the right game plan, you just start overthinking scenarios. So I think sometimes it's just about playing and also realizing there is pressure and don't shy away from it. I think it's key things.
Part of the game, no?
Yeah,
Pressure.
but I think it's very individually how you want to handle the game, because I think there's difference between playing a grand final, semi-final, and playing a group stage match often with how the day in and how deep you are into a tournament. Because like the deeper you go, the more fatigue you also feel as a player, right? And sometimes there's also when you start a tournament, it's not about confidence; it's just how you get into the tournament where you're feeling confident doing a playoff, you know. So I think everybody has their own ways to do it, but for me, going walks is a super good way of starting a game day for me.
To be general, you just want to keep your head busy before the game.
Yeah, like go for a
Yeah.
walk, do something else than nuts about the game, and that's like the half an hour, 1 hour where I'm not thinking about the game.
I mean, yeah, you're fucking calling in your sleep, right? So.
Yeah. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm still calling.
Any plans to stream during the player break?
No chance.
What?
Stream?
That's the
Player
question.
break is away from PC.
Perhaps. Maybe.
Player break is player break. Player on break.
Break the player.
I might.
Yeah, right.
Maybe, yeah.
I am not home in my player break.
Oh, you're traveling? You like
in
traveling?
Japan.
Oh, nice. What are you gonna do in Japan?
Not play.
Eat food,
Yeah,
Massage.
look at stuff,
nice,
hang out with my son, my wife,
nice, dude.
enjoy life.
That's what it's
And
all
play
about.
video games.
Don't play video
And
games.
stream. You can
And
do a
stream.
live stream.
Yeah,
That's from Japan.
Yeah.
Live stream from Japan. You're eating sushi. Will you be streaming?
No.
Will you be streaming?
No.
Will you be streaming? I will be
Not
streaming.
really.
Not just
Follow Eddie Hand.
I'm gonna be streaming. Just, this is what I do when I'm not with the boys.
100% win rate.
Just me cooking eggs, like live
On
stream.
majors.
This was Yappy Hour with FaZe Clan. Make sure to comment that you don't want to see more, and then we don't have to do this again. Thank you.